our session with warming up, gentle warming up as usual, and also the deep breathing. Breathe always in through the nose and out either through nose or through the mouth. And let's do as usual our first breathing exercise, Bhastrika, fire breathing. We short breath and quick breath as we bounce up and down. Let's do it for 150 times. Now, just let's bring our elbow to the opposite knee or knee to opposite elbow. So bring your one knee up and other elbow down. So twist. Out as you bring your knee up. Okay, now let's bring our knee, lift the knee up and bring it outwards and place it down. Bring it up, forward, and then down. Let's descend with your right one, up, forward, down, left one. Bring it as high as you can. So this, it's warming up of your hip muscle, your hip joint, actually, not muscles, but hip joints. Okay, now let's bring your one leg back and forth. We're gonna balance on one foot. We're gonna swing the arms back and forth. At the same time, we're gonna swing your left leg back and forth. So it's like a kicking forward, kicking backwards. And let's do the same thing with your right leg. Let's first lean on left foot and just suggest to your mind that you're gonna hold your body on your one foot and then swing your arms and then your leg also. Now let's do a quick jogging at one place. So we're gonna move your feet quickly with your arms back and forth from your shoulders. And let's go for this 200 times. It's a good warming up without moving much of your whole body. And it's a gentle as well, gentle movement as well. But it brings your heart rate up. Let's bring your feet apart. And we're going to swing to your right, swing to your left. With moving your one arm behind, other arm on other side. And along with your neck. Look all the way to your left, your right. Breathe out. And let's do a similar movement with different position of your arms. Bring parallel to your shoulders and keep your arms at the same level as you turn to your right and turn to your left. Now, let's do one balancing pose as well. So just hold your body on your right foot, lift your left knee, go down to your shin, and bring your knee as high as possible. So aim is to bring your knee up. So again, feel the stretch in your hip muscles and specifically your hip joint. Let's do the same thing with your right one. Lift it up. And now let's do sideways stretching. Bring your feet about width of your shoulders. Let's inhale, stretch your left arm, stretch to your right, and breathe out. And stretch more. Inhale, and bring your arm down as you breathe out. Inhale, stretch your right arm up. Stretch towards your left. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Whenever you stand up and do any stretching, make sure your pelvis is not tilted backwards, but forward instead. So that alleviates the pressure on your lower back. Let's do a similar exercise. Place your left foot over to your right. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. And then exhale. Breathe in and come down. Let's do the same thing with your right foot over to your left. Breathe in. Stretch, stretch. Breathe out, stretch more. Breathe in. And come down. Now let's do same exercise with your both arms up. Inhale. Go to your right. Breathe out. Breathe in. Go to your left. And breathe out. Up. And then down. Let's do same stretching with different position of your arms. Interlock your fingers and your palms forward. Bring them up and backwards also. So not forward, all the way back. Let's inhale. Stretch to your right. Exhale. Breathe in. Go to your left. And then let's bring your arms down. Let's bring your feet apart. Arms apart. Let's go into tabletop. That means keep your knees straight and your back straight also. Feel that you have your hamstrings are being stretched. Let's stretch your right toes with your left hand, left toes with your right hand. Keep your back at the same position. And then go to your right. Go to your left as you breathe out. And after 20 times, let's place your hands down on the mat. Let's see how straight you can keep your knees. If you feel no stretching in your hamstrings, go lower. You can bend your elbows. And let's bring your one hand forward. Stretch all the way forward from your shoulder blade, from your whole upper left back. And let's bring your right one backwards. You may not feel the stretching in your left one. It's only your right one, but you should feel the stretching in your left one. Let's bring your left one behind, right one forward. Stretch all the way from your upper right back, your scapula. Let's go again. Switch. Left one forward and right one forward. And let's bring back again. Your hands in the middle. Let's try stretching your both arms, both shoulders, both back, whole upper back, both scapulae, back of your shoulders, and then go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it in the middle. Let's hold your left hand down, left palm down in the middle of your feet, and right one up. As you twist, look up towards your right hand. So you have to twist. So bending forward, bending backwards, sideways, all important movement for your whole back. Over to your left. Let's go over to your right one again. And then left one again. Sometime if you feel that you need more, you can repeat the same exercise multiple times. Let's go forward with your hands and hips backwards. So stretch your arms, stretch your shoulders, stretch your upper back forward as you bring your hips backwards. And let's walk your hands more forward. Come into plank. And then drop your hips down, bring your chest up. Let's go back. Let's go forward. Backwards. Forward. And now just stay here with your knees down and your feet apart. Let's go back gently. So it's a hip joint stretch. Let's come forward. So when you have your feet apart, your knees apart, so you try gently going backwards. But definitely we need all these stretchings. Now let's bring your feet closer so you can go all the way back and then forward. Let's go back. And then forward. And let's go back and place your forearms down. And let's bring your knees even further apart. And see how you can adjust your feet and your knees so you can bring your chest down. Your one hand on top of back of your head, and then chin on back of your hands. And let's come up. And as usual, let's go back all the way onto your hips. And we're going to repeat it again. So you have a good stretching of your knees, stretching of your thighs. Let's come forward in the same position. And this is great position, great pose for when you have your thighs tight. your quads tight. And let's keep your head down. And hips backwards. You can roll back and forth. And one more time, let's come forward. Drop your hips down, your chest up, your shoulders down, your neck extended, and your fingers apart. Whenever you have your palms down, make sure your fingers are apart. Let's go back. And let's go onto your hips. Let's stretch here. Just stay in this position. Let's place your left hand over to your right thigh, right arm up. And let's lean towards your left. Turn your head, your face upwards. Let's go on the other side. One more time. Let's do the same stretching. Left hand over your right thigh. And then over your other side. Back. There's another good exercise. You can try doing it. Interlock your fingers behind your back. And bring your chest forward and arms upwards. And see how low you can go. And this is a great exercise for your shoulders as well. And your upper back. Let's go onto your palms and knees. So here, how you do, let's try doing it correct way. There are different variations of your child pose. Let's go forward first. Drop your hips down. And your chest up. Your shoulders down. Your palms. When you have your palms down, your fingers apart. And let's go backwards. Let's go forward. Let's go back. Breathe out as you go back. Breathe in the middle. And breathe out as you go forward. One more time. So let's go into child pose. You stretch your arms forward, your hips backwards. You can even place your forearms down. And you can even bring your head down. So that's one way. Now let's do same exercise. When you're down, walk your hands towards your left side. And then walk your hands towards your right side. So you can feel the stretch in your opposite side. Now let's do the same. Let's go first forward. Do the counter pose. So if you do the counter pose, you increase your flexibility better. Now let's bring your knees apart. And let's go into child pose in same position. So that's another way to do child pose. So you can try different variations. And once you're here, again, you can walk your hands towards your left side. So you can feel in your right side all the way down to your lower back. And depending upon your structure of your body, let's go to your right side. And then come back in the middle. And let's do the counter pose as you go forward. And let's go again on your palms and knees. And this time, bring your left leg over to your right one. So that means you're crossing your leg, bringing your left knee right front of your right knee. And let's go back. You can sit down or down to your feet. You can sit down on the floor while having your one leg crossed over to your other side. And then you can gently bend forward. You should feel the good stretch in your left hip. So it's a great left hip stretching. And when you do on the other side, so what we will do is come first forward onto your palms. You're going to bring your left leg back next to your right one. And let's cross now the right one. Bring the right one over to your left side. Let's go backwards. Keep on going until you sit on the floor or down to your feet. And gently go forward with your chin down to your knee if possible. Some of you should be able to do it easily, depending how flexible you are, but you should feel, as long as you feel the stretch in your right hip, that means you are doing correctly. So this is simple but very effective exercise for your hips. Let's go forward. And come back. Let's go again forward into Cobra. And from here, we're going to lift your knees off the floor. And go over your toes to go into downward dog if possible. And let's stretch your one heel down. Bend your other knee. Bring your heel as low as you can bring, as low as possible. And let's bring your both heels down. Let's go forward into plank. And then upward dog. And then child pose as you extend your feet. And let's go forward again. We'll repeat the same exercise. Let's go forward into Cobra. Keep your shoulders down, your chest high, your chin up, knees off the floor. Let's go over your toes into downward dog. Let's bring one heel down, other heel up. It should be a good stretch in your calves, back of your knees. And let's bring your both heels down into plank, upward dog, and then child pose. Okay, let's hold it here on your knees and palms. Let's hold down to your, lift your actually right foot, right knee off the floor, and hold down to your foot in your left hand. And lift your knee as high as possible. It's a good stretch of your quads, the root muscles, where it starts your muscles. Let's bring your left foot up, hold down into your right hand, and push your foot away from your body. And let's bring it down. Going to child pose again. And come forward. And let's hold your position in plank position. Let's go on, which is the low plank on your forearms. Let's stretch your right knee. And we're gonna hold it. So let's make it sure that you do it in correct way. So the first you need to think about is keeping your chest up. So bring your chest as high as possible, not low. So your shoulders are down and your chest is high. That's one thing. Second, make sure the tail of your spine is tilted downwards, not upwards. So it's slightly rounded, your whole body, your upper body, slightly rounded, your abdomen is slightly high, but your tail is down. So let's bring your right leg into straight position. And again, your toes forward, your heels backwards. And let's hold it. So you can hold it if you do it in proper way. So tighten up your abdomen. Let's hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29. Let's reverse it. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's child pose. And go into cobra. And upwards dog. As knees are off the floor. And downwards dog. Let's go forward again into upward dog. And then child pose. Okay, come back onto your knees and palms. Let's stretch your shoulders nice way. So bring your right arm parallel to your shoulders. Lift it up and bring under your body. Cross it underneath. And let it go all your body go on your shoulders. And stretch it as much as possible. Let it go all the way, your right arm all the way to your left, so you can feel the stretch. And bring your left arm up. And now you can even lift your left leg as well. You can even place your right hand onto your left shoulder. So it becomes more of balancing pose also. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Your left arm over to your left side. Bring it all the way to your left under your body. And let's lean onto your shoulder as you stretch it all the way to your right side. And let's bring your right arm up. And let's go onto your left leg only as you lift your right one. And you can even bring your left hand onto your right shoulder. And let's come up. And we're going to go back again. Let's sit down. Your hips. Let's place your feet together. Hold your feet in your hands and lower your knees as you roll side to side. So some of the thoughts are to hold your position long. Some thoughts are to repeat instead of holding. You can try both ways and see what benefits you more. But certainly there are some of the posture you can hold on will benefit you. And some of the posture you repeat them rather than holding them, like plank. Holding a few minutes may not be that beneficial if you repeat variations of different planks. And we can do those all different variations. We do all variations. Let's place your feet up, your knees apart. Bring your hands forward and your feet apart. Knees off the floor. Let's walk your hands back in the middle. And see if you can bring your forearms down. And your head either on the floor or your hands. Either way is fine. And let's come up. So let's try good exercise if you don't have a weak back. So if you have a weak back, you don't want to do it. If you have a good back and you want to make it stronger, this is a great exercise. Bring your arms apart here and then come up. Let's go down. Let's come up. Oops. Let's go down. Let's come up. Let's go down. One more time. And then come back. And let's stand up. Let's hold on to your left foot and your right hand in front of your right thigh. And bring your knee downwards. Your left arm up. Stretch your left arm. And let's do just the other side as well. Point your right foot in your left hand. Point your knee downwards. Right arm, hand upwards. And then come back. Right, that was good warm up and some strengthening as well. Bring your feet apart, arms apart, feet to your left. Let's bring your left arm up. Look up towards your hand, back hand behind your back. Go forward with your whole upper body. As you bring your hand down, stretch your your other arm forward. We're gonna repeat it. We will move it in circular motion. Bring it back, up, forward, down. Let's do the opposite. Bring it forward. Keep it along with your body as much as possible. 2. One more time. 3. Let's place your both hands down. Your foot is outside of your left hand. Let's bring your other back foot, back heel up. Let's keep your front knee straight. So you have a good stretch in your hip joint, in your hamstring. Let's bend your front knee. And here we're going to bring your hip down, hips down, your chest up. Let's do opposite. Your head down, your chest down, your hips up. Let's bring them down. And you bring your chest high. Let's do the opposites. Hips up, chest down. Down your hips. Hips up. One more time, down. One more time, up. And back in the middle. Place your left hand onto your thigh and then twist. Left arm up. And then bring your hand down. Bring your knee down. Bring your right foot flat. And bring your hips all the way back. So your left knee is straight. And then come forward. Let's bring your both hands onto your front thigh. Actually, you want to bring your foot slightly in the middle. And here, bring your hips forward. Your hands are on your front thigh. And bring your chest up. Look up. As you have your hips forward. Bring your arms apart. And let's bring your arms all the way up. So you can interlock your fingers and bring them backwards. Now you want to reach with your right hand, your right heel. And then bring your left arm up. And then come back. Be careful. You don't want to get spasm if you want to make it easy. So put your toes down. You can make your front leg straight, and that's easy to reach. Try it this way. So it will be easier. Okay, let's bring your hands down again. Now bring your inner foot, your left foot off the floor. Your left foot, which is in the front foot, the inner foot. Only the outer foot on the floor. And hands slightly away from your body. Drop your hips down. And let's bring your both forearms down. And let's come back. It's a good hip stretch. Okay. Back toes on the floor, knee off the floor. So what we will do, bring your foot, front foot all the way back. And bend your upper knee and then twist. And bring the same foot back again, outside of your hand. Yeah, bring your knee down and your chest also down. And then come back, your chest up, knee off the floor. Let's bring your front foot all the way up. Bend your upper knee and twist. We're going to repeat it again. Bring your foot forward. Back knee on the floor. Bend your elbows to bring your chest down. Your chest up. Your foot all the way back. Bend your knee. Bring your foot forward. And down. Chest up. And let's put your foot back. Down on the floor. Upward dog. Child pose. So you can feel the difference now between your left hip and right hip because you did good stretching of your left side. All right. Let's go into downwards dog. Left foot up. Bring your foot between your hands this time. Your back heel down on the floor. Keep your left hand over your left foot. Bring your right arm up. And then come back. Okay, we'll do the same thing. Over to your right side. Bring your feet to your right. Back hand behind. Right arm up. So back hand behind your thigh. Front knee straight. Back knee straight. Look up. Bring your whole body forward. And then your right hand inside of your foot. Let's bring your left arm up, forward, all the way forward, and then down. Gently move it in circular motion. This is a great exercise for your shoulder. 3 times. And then move in opposite direction, forward, up, back, down. Time. And then place your hand down. Back heel up. Bend your front knee. Now bring your hips all the way down. The chest up. And let's go in the opposite direction. Hips high. As high as you can. Hips down as low as you can. Let's do it again. 5 times. Come back in the middle. Place your hand onto your thigh. Right hand. And then twist. As you bring your arm up. And then down on the floor. Now let's place your foot down. Make your foot flat. And now let's bring your hips all the way back. As you have both of your hands inside of your foot. And come forward. Bring your inside your foot off the floor. And let's go down with your elbows. So we are doing strengthening and at the same time stretching as well. Now, let's bring your back toes on the floor, knee off the floor. Let's bring your front foot all the way back. And downward dog. Bend your knee and twist as you drop your foot over your body. Bring your foot all the way forward. Knee down. Bend your elbows. Come up. Keeping your chest high, hips down. Back knee off the floor. Your foot all the way back. Bend your knee. Twist. Bring your forward, your foot. Knee down. Chest down. Chest up. Knee up. Whole body up. Bend your knee. Twist. Bring it forward. Knee down. Chest down. Come up. All the way back. And down. Downwards dog with your both feet down. Go forward, upwards dog. And then child pose. Doing these exercises, you strengthen your whole upper body. You make your hips really nice, your hip joints, and you make your lower back trouble-free. But if you try to do any, when you have a lower back problem, so it may even aggravate it. But if you have a healthy back, you will make it stronger. Or if you have a minor problem, sometimes you get little pain here and there, you will make it much better. All right. All these exercises make your core body strong. And when you have a core of your body strong, then you will not have any problem for your lower back. Let's go forward into Cobra. Knee off the floor, knees off the floor. Let's go into downward dog. Right leg up. We'll do one more exercise. Bring it between your hands and your knee down. Your hands onto your front thigh. Hips forward. Your chest up. And let's come back with your left arm up. You're going to reach down to your left heel with your left hand. Right arm up. So you can adjust your front leg wherever you feel comfortable. And you can adjust your back foot. And then your hands. Again, we will do one more good exercise here. Place your foot between your hands. Knee off the floor. Slightly different variation. Your left foot, left heel down. Left arm up. And let's up. And back to the center. Okay, let's go down to your left foot and your right hand behind your right hip. Point your knee downwards. Your left arm up. Let's switch your legs. So you keep on stretching your thighs when you have a lot of thighs exercises, you have to keep on stretching them before, after, in the middle, whenever you get chance, when you do a lot of walking, squats, running. So your hip, you must stretch your hips, you stretch your thighs and lower back as well. Okay. Let's bring your feet apart. We'll do one good cardiovascular exercise and also the flexibility. Feet to your left, your whole upper body forward, arms upwards. Bring your arms up, interlock your fingers, look towards your feet, towards your hands, arms apart, and let's place your both hands inside your foot. Back heel up, bend your front knee. We just did a good exercise, so that additional to that one, this is in addition to the same exercise. So what we will do here, bring your hips down. And as you bring your hips up, bring your left foot up and then down on the floor. Right leg up. Bring your foot forward, outside of your hand. Bring your hips down. And again, as you bring your hips up, let's bring your foot back. And then down. Let's repeat. Left leg up. Bring your foot forward. Hips down. Hips up. Foot back. Down on the floor. Right leg up. Forward. Hip, hand down. Your foot down. Hips down. Go back. So what I mean is here, as soon you bring your whole body forward, bring your foot forward. Bring your hips down. When you bring your hips up, then you bring your foot backwards and then whole body backwards. So we'll repeat this exercise slightly in a speed. So you keep on doing what I just did, what you just did, 1 foot at a time. But some of you can do 1 foot in the air and other foot forward. You switch back and forth your 1 foot. So what I mean is, once you have your foot here, the hips are down. I'm going to toss my hips up and then switch my feet. Toss my feet, hips up, switch my feet up. So this is the idea. So you can do 1 foot at a time. You don't have to toss your hips up and down, but bring your foot as much as possible forward. So that will work on your hips. So this is particular hips and your abdominal exercise, your lower back exercise. All right. Some of you repeat with me. We'll do 5 on each side. All right, work forward. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this is a good flexibility and cardiovascular and upper body strengthening exercise. So let's repeat it 1 more time. Bring the left foot forward. Hips high, toss them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pose. And we will do abdominal strengthening exercise on your back. Hands on your back, knees to your chest. Fingers behind your skull and neck. Let's bring your knees and elbows together and stretch them. And then grab them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's place your arms facing down the lower part of your hips. So that means you're going to bring your lower back flat. So as you have your palms facing down at the bottom of your hips. And shoulders off the floor, knees to your chest, stretch your legs. Now we're going to bring your legs apart and together. Slightly like waving them upwards, then down, downwards, and then down. 1, 2. This is a great lower back exercise also. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this was like making facing down U. So we'll do same exercise, but this time we're going to make U facing upwards. So let's place your hands under your lower part of hips, your shoulders off the floor, upper back off the floor, legs up, lower them, going apart and up, lower them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's do your lower back and abdomen. We do that usually in every session. Knees to your chest, and then drop your knees to your right side. With your left arm behind your back on the floor, right hand behind your head, behind your skull, and let's go up as you have your knees, your lower back stretched towards your right side. Let's go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Let's bring your knees back to your chest. Drop them towards your right side. Right arm behind your back on the floor. Left hand behind your skull. Keep your chest upwards. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Let's go back in the middle. Place your feet right front of your hips. We're going to inhale, bring your arms up, bring your hips high. And let's do this 2 more times. So that way your lower back becomes normal. Let's go back up again. Okay, we're going to turn over again onto your hands and onto your knees. Hands down. Okay, we'll do one more good exercise to come forward. So you can try 1 foot at a time or both feet together. So what we will do is go into plank position. Bring your right foot forward, left foot forward. So you are just sitting in like a squat position with your palms down. So that way you should have a good stretch of your calves, your Achilles. Let's bring your right foot back, left foot back, go into plank. Come forward with your left one, right one, come down. One back, left one back. One forward, left one forward. So this is, everyone should be able to do this. It's going to be great for your knees and for your calves, for your Achilles, which are the biggest tendon in our body. And if these tendons, which attach your calf to your heel, if these are weak, then your gait means your walking is not going to be proper. And tightening these muscles means having a lower back problem. So they all are interrelated. So let's keep them strong and flexible. That's why we do a lot of stretching for your Achilles. Okay, let's do that for 10 times. Go 1 foot at a time. Or otherwise, you can do both feet forward, both feet backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's not in downwards dog. Remember that. It's not in down dog position. It's in plank position. Okay, we'll do one more good exercise right here. So the way you bring your 1 foot at a time, in the middle, you bring your 1 foot at a time towards your right side. So your right one, your left one. Go back. Onto your left side, go back. Right side, go back. Left side, go back. So it's a coordination. You know why yoga is very helpful for your mind? Because it coordinates your so many movements at the same times. So you don't know how many good things you do when you are doing yoga by moving your body into different directions and using your different limbs in different directions, and then coordinating your whole body. All right, let's do that. Right and then left, then right, then left, 10 times, 5 times on each side. 1 foot at a time, or both feet at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now let's do one more before we go back up. A good plank position, lower plank. So what we will do is go on your side. So there, I'm going to give the variation where everyone can do it. So bring your left leg straight, the lower leg, other foot behind. Lift your hips. That's it. So everyone should be able to do it. So whether this one or this one, if you still have a problem, even bend your lower knee and then lift. Or you can do other way. Straighten up your left upper knee and lift. Keep your lower knees bent. So there are 1, 2, 3 different variations. So one variation is just keep your upper leg straight, lower knee bent, lift your hips. Here is the other way around. Bring your lower leg straight, upper leg bent, lift your hips. That's the second way. And then third way, let's do. We're gonna go up, do both legs up, bring your foot and hand together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, as you wish. Out of these 3 different variations, do any of them. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right. We'll go back again on your back to do one more abdominal exercise. Knees to your chest, your shoulders up, knees straight. So bring the 2 exercises. We'll combine it. Let's do one at a time first, and then combine both together. So bring your knees. We already did this one. Straighten up your knees. Bring your elbows to your knees and straighten them up. This is one exercise. Second one is slightly tough, but you can keep your knees slightly bent. Let's do that. Bring your arms behind, legs up, then touch your toes. Bring them apart, bring them together. Bring them apart, bring them together. So let's combine these exercises together. Anything abdominal exercise is lower back strengthening exercise. Okay, let's do them together. Elbows and knees together, stretch them. Toes and hands together, stretch them. Okay, elbows and knees. Now toes and fingers. 1, 2, let's go for 3, let's go for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. A deep breath. We're going to go back onto your palms and knees. And we are going to go into downward dog. Let's walk your feet towards your hands. Up. As you bring the arms apart, arms all the way up. Okay, we do regular squats each time. So let's do slightly different. We'll do 3 different types of squats. So let's go with the first one. Your feet apart, bend your knees, and left hand down, right arm up behind. Now you come up, bring your feet together. Bring your feet apart, bend your knees, that's your right hand this time, left arm up, and then come back. But make sure you must bend your knees in order to do as a squat. If you don't bend your knees, So that won't be a squat, but you'll get good cardiovascular anyway. So let's do this. You can do this going back and forth, this way, this way, this way. So try to speed up because we definitely need to train our brain to have our reflexes sharp. And our reflexes are sharp when you do fast movements. So we need to train our mind to be relaxed, no movement. At the same time, we need to have our mind trained doing fast movements. So reflexes are sharp. Okay, let's do it. Go 1, go for 2, go for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, the second time. Bring your feet apart. Bend your knees. This time you're going to bring your hand towards your opposite side. Bring them together, apart. Now right hand towards your left one. Left hand towards your right one. Towards your left one. So this is simple. All right, otherwise, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We'll do one more time at one place. So we're gonna go up. You don't have to jump, but definitely give a good jerk to your knees. So if we lower back or knees, they need slightly jerky movement in order to activate, to wake all the joints up and to strengthen them and to stretch them. So we're gonna go up and then bend your knees. Let's go up, bend your knees. Let's go up, bend your knees. Okay, let's go for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a deep breath. Whenever you're going out of breath, so you take active break. One is passive, one is active. Active means even you are getting out of breath, you are still moving your body. Passive means you're flat down. You have no movement. Okay, let's go for the last one. Feet apart. Feet to your right. Arms apart. Feet to your whole upper body forward. Arms up. Lock your fingers. Look all the way up. Arms apart. Go all the way down. Bend your front knee. Bring your front foot all the way up. Down on the floor. Go forward into upward dog. And then child pose. So we'll do 2 exercises here. One is we call jumping jacks. Here we call plank jacks. So let's do one thing at a time. Let's go into plank. Bring your feet apart, together, apart, together. So make sure your hips are slightly upwards, just a little bit, not downwards. If you try to lunge down, then it will hurt your lower back. If you keep it tight upwards and your abdomen tight, then it will be strengthening to your lower back. So very important point to remember in here. So if I try to do like this, going up and down, I'm going to hurt my lower back. And if I keep my lower back stiff, it has nothing to do with my lower back, hips slightly upwards, not high, it's not in downward dog. Then it will be strengthening to your lower abdomen and lower back. Okay, let's go for 10 in and 10 out. 20 in and 20 out. So all movements 40. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stretch your quads, going into squat, child pose. Now, the second one, that is called mountain climbing. You're going to bring your knee to your same elbow. So you can do one at a time or continuously. So what I mean is, it's again in plank position, not in downwards. So some of us make mistake by bringing the shoulders backwards. No, keep it in plank. So you need to keep your shoulders aligned with your wrist, not backwards. So you're going to plank, right knee forward, left knee forward, right knee forward, left knee forward. So let's go on 10 on each side. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stand pose. And the last one, same mountain climbing, but this time you are going to bring your knee to opposite elbow. Again, do as your body allows. But do, it's not just sit and watch. So you're going to bring your right knee, left knee to your opposite side. Okay, let's do 10 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stand pose. And let's go into downwards dog. Walk your hands towards your feet. Arms apart. And we're going to stand up. Okay. Let's sit down. Let's take a deep breath. As you bring your arms up, breathe in. And breathe out. As you bring your arms down. Just inhale. And exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Let your breath go out. Breathe in and breathe out. We'll continue with the deep breathing, but when you breathe in, let your abdomen go forward. So let's do abdominal breathing, not your chest breathing. So we have 3 different types of breathing: your abdominal breathing, chest breathing, and shoulder breathing. So let's do this first, abdominal breathing. And when you breathe out, keep on breathing out, until your breath is exhausted. And when you keep on breathing, the last piece of breath should come out from your abdomen. So you got to squeeze your abdomen in to take the last part of your breath. And let's do chest breathing. Now you're going to let your chest expand as you breathe in. And 3 breaths from your upper part of your lungs, which is called shoulder breathing or apical breathing. So just feel that you're breathing on top of your lungs. And let's do 3 rounds of Kapalbhati. And Kapalbhati is when you quickly breathe out from your abdomen. Your inhalation is passive, exhalation is active. So that's the difference between fire breathing, which is called Bhastrika, and Kapalbhati. So let's do 100 each, 3 rounds. And let's chant Om for 3 times. Thank you and namaste. Enjoy your weekend. We'll meet next week.
Thank you. It was a wonderful session.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
Thank you.
Very good class.
See you next week. Bye.
All right.